Hi everyone, how you doing? We miss you the last 2 weeks. How you doing, Elva?
Great. We miss you a lot because, yeah, we miss our shows.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the people miss us, but we miss you guys. And
Yeah.
the week before, we have a problem with the schedule for work. But the last week, we didn't do it because it was my fault. I was presenting on the Texas hostage negotiation conference, and for a week, it was a blast. And by the time I made it home on Friday, it was like, oh my God, I can barely made it to bed. That was amazing. I presented on Wednesday two breakup rooms. The first one was 90% occupied, and the second one, I came back from the break and I saw people from the first breakup room like, "Do you know this breakup room is done?" Like, "Oh no, no, we want to do the second time." And then that they ended up open the doors because they were so full that people was standing up and people was like on the border of the door watching the class, and we were presenting face reading profiling. It was amazing. The reception of the police, the trooper, the everybody on Texas. There were more than 350 people on the conference, and everybody from Texas was so open, so nice with me personally and with the topic. They were so respectful. After I was presenting the first time and the second time, they came, shake my hand, says we need to have this kind of training more often. Actually, there are two more conferences that call us to be presenting. So it's so nice when you present something so different from people who
Mhm.
never has been on that kind of scenario, on that kind of presentation, to have that. And I, for what I understand, for the feedback that we have until now, we have been voted one of the top presentations on the conference. And my last presentation finished around like 5:30. I stayed with people until 6. After that, we went to a welcome party at the end of the week. I was reading faces until 3 o'clock in the morning, until one of the organizers grabbed me from the arm and like, dude, you need to go to sleep. And I
No
have the
more.
chance to see Dr. Andy Young. If you haven't read his books or follow him in LinkedIn, it's amazing. And I have the chance to see again Scott Tillema. And thank you very much to Captain Melanie Cagle uh, for the invitation. And nothing. It's really great when somebody give you the chance. But anyway, it's not about us. It's only to tell you guys the news that we have last week. Hey Claire, how you doing? We miss you both. We miss you too, guys. We have these shows for you. So Elba choose the topic this week, and only to let you know what we're going to be doing in Halloween.
We are going to do like Freddy Krueger or something like that. So,
Hannibal Lecter
yes. And
and
a little,
Jason.
like, yeah. I don't know if you are going to put Chucky. What do you
Uh,
think?
I I don't remember when we did the production meeting if we decide Chuck is going to be included, but we're going to talk about from the behavioral standpoint why arousal and fear
Mhm.
show up on the same part of the brain, and why people pay a ticket to go to get a scare, and why the best way to make somebody fall for you is the first day to go to a place that you can get the other person scary and you can be the protector, either as a woman or man. It's that adrenaline that
Yeah.
make you connect with others. That's why people get bone and complicated and difficult situations for fear and arousal. So we're going to talk about that. But today, we have the guys here. Okay. Hey, Audrey. It's been a long time since I
Hey,
see you.
Adrian.
Hi, we miss you, Susan and Elva. So glad you two be with today. Likewise. Dicky says, been a long while since I watched any of those kind of movies. You're going to have on, I think it's the 29th of
Right.
October.
Yeah.
Uh, we're going to make guys, we give you the background. We show you the faces. We explain why the characters has been developed that way. And by the way, Elva and I, we have so much fun. So we need to see scary movies until then. Hey, Moonlight. Hello, ladies. Hello. Oh, our skull girl,
Hey,
Hillary. How you
Hillary.
doing, babe? He's laughing like, yeah, Dickie, we're gonna have really good background and how many movies there were. So we're gonna go completely nerdy on that. So I would say it's too bad that we cannot see you guys because we're gonna be wearing costumes, and I expect you wearing costume too. So if you want us to show what is the costume that you're going to be using in Halloween, you or your kids or your partner, send us picture and we can put it on the presentation so people can see at least what is going to be your costume of preferences. Because says maybe the same with the theme parks. Yep. Actually, we're going to talk about why people pay to be dropped by this huge, like carousels and things like that. Ooh, we have
Yay!
let's the spilling of the tea commerce. No, today I'm gonna explain why I'm drinking wine. So I'm celebrating. My nephew is visiting me after more than 20 something years. Then I left where he lived, and he came to visit me for a week. So I've been spending a week with a 26 years old, having dinner in bed and watching movies until 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's been delightful having him here. I have missed you both. We miss you too, guys. Been a while since I dressed up to, you know what? Remember, Elba, what are the concept of the Fridays? The why we are here.
Funny, enjoy, relax.
Yes. So this is our social Friday with learning. Wow. Yeah. We're gonna and I think that people can find out how are gonna be dressing. Let's see how Elba is gonna be dressing. Catching up with
Mhm.
family is easily great. Oh my God, my nephew is the easy. And by the way, he does the I cook and he does the dishes. I don't want him to leave. It's perfect. Like what 26 years old does the dishes when he's coming
Mm,
on vacation? I'm gonna miss him.
not too many.
Not too many. So okay. Since I've been kind of behind, we know that this is a team. Elva put the ideas, do the work, and I show up. It's fair to give you the credit because most people take the credit and they don't share it, and I don't think it's fair. Sometimes I propose the team, you do the presentation, or vice versa. So today we have a combination. We're going to talk about face reading, and we're going to show a short clip at the end, and we're going to analyze the language, we're going to analyze the micro expressions, and we're going to analyze the video. So it's going to be kind of informal because we want to work with you guys and you catching things. We're going to
Mhm.
put, I think it's like no more than 20 seconds, but we're going to
Yeah.
catch 5 seconds of the video. You guys, our team, are going to tell us what you think, what you see, and we're going to reaffirm or confirm or tell you what we see too. This is a topic who has been on the media for the last year. Why you get so onto Will and Jada Smith this week, Elva?
Because they talk about that. Well, she said, and she talked about this, Jada, about like 1 year and a half something about the things that are happening with them. But recently was the news that said that Jada and Will had an open relationship, and he have his things when they were married. So they were all over the place like 2 weeks ago. And
But
by
they
the
still
way, thank you
together.
for the credit. But this is a team, you know. Sometimes you give it, I give it, and yeah, that's what I love to work.
Thank you, my love. But they still together. They're not getting
Yeah,
divorced.
no, they are not going to get in divorce because at the end of the day, they don't call what they have like a marriage. They stop calling it like that because they say like it's not the way that we are going to have our relationship because it's a partnership. So yeah, they're still together, and they say in one interview that I heard, both said that a divorce it wasn't an option. It wasn't necessary to do it. So they still together.
Yeah, they say that they get apart to learn to be happy by
Mhm,
themselves and
mhm,
not to make somebody else responsible for your happiness.
mhm.
And you know what? Everybody does what they want in the order. It's not my business, and I don't think it's nobody's business what how people
Mhm.
manage the relationship. But I love the concept that most people says, I want to meet someone to be happy, and I want to meet someone who is my best friend, my lover, make me happy, help me with this. Like, you cannot give every somebody so much responsibility about your life. You are responsible for being happy, and other
Yes.
people are responsible for being happy. And because you're married doesn't mean that you don't have friends, that you
Mhm.
don't have friends that you go on vacations. I think it's healthy to go on vacation separated, going on vacation together, have one a week or every other week going out with your friends, and feel that you want to come back home. You don't need to come back home. You want to come back home.
Yeah, that's the difference. And you know what? Saying that, I remember that Jada talked about this, and she said, like, you know what? We have to be happy each other with us. It's like you pretending that someone can love you more than you can love yourself. This is not possible. You have to love yourself first.
I completely agree from the behavioral standpoint. I think happiness, you need to be happy and complete in
Hmm.
order to be able to be with somebody else.
I agree.
Okay. If you want to learn some of the things that we talk in our live every Friday, and be ready because we have a lot of news coming on new classes, different tiers on face reading. We're going to have a store when we start producing products and things that you can buy to learn face reading tangible, but we're not going to say anything until we have the things, but we are in pre-production. And next week we're going to be like 19 hours a day for the next 3 months to get that done. And if you want to know what troubles we are getting into, go to humanbehaviorlab.com. There are news coming to on that site too. Now, let's recap about the story about these two, how they know. And we usually read this part, but we'd like to incorporate, like it says, after we take the break in August, new things. So that's the story, how they met and how they ended up where they are. Great video. Now, they've been married for 25 years. She was a really good friend of Tupac, and I
Hmm.
understand for the videos and the bio that I saw that she was in bed crying for 45 days when he died, and
Yes.
that he confessed that he was really jealous about the relationship they have, and apparently it never ever happened. But she felt that she lost his best friend, and she lost his best
Hmm.
friend. Okay, Thomas says Jada Pinkett is a labyrinth in a gold mine. I don't know what you mean with that. Find odd that people react negatively toward that. You know what, Dick, that's what I say. Everybody have the right to live their life in their own way. If two people have an agreement how they want to live their life, it's nothing that anybody should
No.
be getting their nose. If you're not hurting anybody else and you're not lying, live your life the way you want. Close friends of Tupac Shakur is lover. She does not love Will Smith. Uh, Honey, I don't know. I haven't talked to her. I don't know that. And again, they're still together. Beside everything they went through, when things are going great, it's easy to be with someone. But
Yeah.
after everything they went through in the last 5 years and they're still together, there's so many differences of love and how people love. On some levels of matter, should be a bit of gold digger. Um, I don't know. I don't know if she's a gold digger. It's I'm not in position to criticize. Smith will have been the wrong choice for decades, as well as she was in severe debt. Um, you are not in debt alone. You are in debt together. So I don't know. I don't know how and why she was on debt or why she. No idea about that. Do you have
No,
any info
me
on that?
neither. No, nope.
Nope. So let's see when they got married, what the faces are saying. I'm gonna give you the first one. And by the way, when she was a baby, did you saw the gap that she
They
have?
got,
She have
yes, a big one.
the front, the two front tooth. They were really like Bugs Bunny, and with the gap, but it means that she's like stubborn like a mule. Whatever I want, I'm gonna get it.
Yes.
So, what do you want to pick up first?
Okay, I want to pick up first one thing of her. You can see her, how she can be a people oriented. She was like, okay, let's talk about, she can connect with everyone by emotions and feelings. And yeah, for me, and she was in that time, she was so perfectionist. She had a really, really high standards.
So, and in his case, his eyebrows were flat, facts and data. Let's make it happen. Let's do this. And I think, if I don't recall wrong, when they got married, he says, "I gonna love you no matter what, and I gonna
Mhm.
prove you." And she was like, "I don't believe that you can love me the way I am." And after so many years, and one of the interviews, then we extract the video. She said it to him, and he say it to her, and she says, "Yes, I didn't believe you're gonna do it."
Mhm.
Okay, we have our producers. I love you guys. Dick says he got in trouble with the IRS, to be clear.
Yeah.
So
And
wasn't
that's
making, and yeah.
and that's why he started acting, because he the first thing that he wanted to do is to be a singer, and then he had the trouble with the IRS, so he was broke. Then that's why he started doing the Fresh Prince, because he didn't know how to
Ooh.
act. He didn't know how to act. He was like, they give the script, and he learned every single part of the script, because he said like, okay, I want to know what I have to say, but I need to know what the other people is going to say. So yeah, that's how he started acting. He didn't know how to do it.
So he was learning both sides
Mhm.
of the dialogue. Wow.
Mhm. Yeah.
So he says, so wasn't making any money off of the TV show and films he was doing. So he was the one with problems with the IRS, not her.
Yeah.
I got confused. I don't
No, he
know.
was.
I don't know jack about Smith, but I know a lot about his finances for some reason. Maybe you are an accountant or something like that. One of the things that I can tell you is that he is taking care of absolutely everyone. He was the kind of person, at least when they got married, and like, you're in trouble, I'm gonna fix you. You're falling, I'm gonna
Mhm.
take you. You need me to lift you, I'm gonna lift you. Now I have the feeling that he was taking more of what he can take,
Yes.
more responsibilities. And sometimes when you have that kind of personality, is that you are taking care of so many people, but you're not taking care of yourself. That is one of the things. But what I like is that he was like straight facts and data, logic, give me the bullet point. But when he talked to people, he had a round chin. He was kind when he talked to others. And let's be clear, both coming from really complicated childhood. None of them had it easy for different reasons. We're not justifying anything. What I'm saying is you have two ways to deal with bad experiences in your life. You become an asshole, or you become somebody who help other people and try to become better and do something like that. And both says that one of the things they want to do is not to be the parents they have.
No.
They want to become the parents they wanted to have. And I think that is honorable. I don't have kids, you have kids, and I think that every parents want to be better than the where they're coming from.
It's true. It's really true.
He says, Thomas says, he's still mega wealthy and she's a digger goal. I don't know. And I know who you are. And I know you like feist and conflict, but I will not going to get there. That is the funny Friday. He's big picture and he's detail oriented. Yeah, completely detail.
Right.
No, actually, he's not detail oriented. The distance between the two eyes are really high. Look.
Yeah, he's the big picture and she's detail oriented.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Hillary. These are not for fashion, really. I'm coming blind, and I decide to go boxing with my glasses, and somebody punched me in the eye, and I have a black eye, and I have a smudge. So my apologies, Hillary. You are right. Thank you very much. He's a big picture, and she's more detail oriented. Actually, he's more like, oh, I'm gonna be wearing sweat and pants. She's always impeccable.
Yeah, always.
She always, the earrings, the thing, you're never gonna cut.
Everything.
Even leaving the gym, she's always gonna be impeccable. I remember, I don't know if you saw her, but you told me, Elba, that when she came back to acting because she want to be with the kids at home, she come back to Gotham. If you can see at least the pieces of where she act, the way she dressed, the makeup. I know you have a bunch of people coming around you, but at that level, these two are at the point that she did it, she had control. And I saw an interview that she was checking all the wardrobe, even the panties that she's going to be wearing in each of the scene. And it's perfection. This woman is a perfectionist. Will Smith is like, yeah, maybe the shoes are not going to match because I see the forest, I see the big picture, I want to take care of everyone, so I don't care if the house is a mess. But she's like, nope, the hair, everything, she's perfect on that.
Yeah, it's true. She's like that, and she's the one that everything has to be on time, and he's like, yeah, we can wait 5 more minutes.
Okay. Jen says, Jen, I never saw you before, and if you have been here before, my apologies. Welcome to the club. Oh, come on, guys. Who cares about his garbage? If these actors add value to your life, you got some serious explanation to do to yourself. Okay. Thank you for the comment. Thomas says, it's just hard for me to watch a sweet, loving person such Will Smith being exploited and manipulated. We don't know that. We don't know that. No. Dick says, yes, I am here to take a break from a rough week. I'm so happy that we can be the break from your week because that's the idea. Perry says, you had made it on YouTube when the trolls come out. If you talk about Thomas, actually, he's a really, really, really good friend, and I know it. And he loved to controversy. And I cannot say his real name, but he have a YouTube channel that as soon as he publishes something, is like 5,000 views. So he knows how to do it. The cliff in her chin is interesting. Yeah, I was about to talk about it. You want to tell it, Elba, or you want me to tell it?
Yeah, you tell it. But I just want to say that pay attention to that cliff.
Yeah, the cliff is that you're playful. Actually, she have a round tip of the nose, meaning that she's created. He have a tip of the nose, so those are things that are compatible. He have a round chin, he's sweet when he talk, and she have a straightforward, who is weird for somebody who's so people oriented on the way they process information. When she talks, is 1, 2, 3, and I wouldn't like to see her pissed off. And actually, we're going to see in the last 20 seconds of the video at the end how he talks and how she talks. He's sweet and she is not. So I don't want to see her pissed off. Definitely.
Me neither.
Wow, didn't realize that was here in Gotham. My favorite character is in it. So mean. Yeah, actually, I think it's okay. I only spoil alert. They kill her a couple of times since she came back. It's the only show that I saw they kills all the characters and all the characters come back.
Come back. Yeah.
So you don't have your heart broken. Playful mean, yeah, she always was playful. Now let's clarify, because somebody have a cliff doesn't mean the playfulness has to do that you gonna be cheating or sleeping with people outside your relationship. What it means is like that you're playful when you talk to others. Actually, if you listen to her, she's playful. She like to do jokes. She like to make people smile. But what happened when you have a cliff with a flat chin is you can be really playful on the normal day to day. But if you need to give feedback or somebody piss you off, believe me, what is going to come out with that mouth is going to be fire.
Yes.
They both have quite high proxemic too. Yes, for a guy, he have a high proxemic. He looks so friendly, but he have a high proxemic. Now, I want our audience to tell us, what do you think about their ears? They have similar size, but both have something that is completely different. And I'm going to give you a hint. On the top of the ears, they're completely different. Any of the one who had been following the show can tell us what it meant? Come on, guys. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Come on.
You can do it, guys.
Nobody says?
Say it, say it, say it. Please, someone.
Come on, we have a student. Okay. He have diplomatic ears, meaning that he both are visual.
Scary answer.
Yeah, but it's the other side. So it's the other way. Hillary, it's opposite. He is a diplomatic. Okay. They are both have and stick out, but hers look pointed. Actually, he doesn't have pointed, he doesn't have detached ears on his personal life. He is really traditional. When they got married, he was really traditional, and the marriage, the way he handled his life, he was a little more exploratory and thinking outside the box on his business side, but actually makes sense. That was the time where he was acting, was singing, he was with problems with the IRS, so he need to think outside the box. Okay, before I give you her, let's talk about what the people says. They both have high stick out ears. Dick says, other than being high set and the pointy, I'm not sure, other than being high set, yeah. But she have higher. Which one is higher?
Personal.
Yeah, okay, let's see. I don't want to miss any. I have fruit mosquito. Top of the ears stick out where he is closer to the head. Good, Perry, good call. Audrey said detached. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Lean for him and rounded for her. Pointy. Oh, we're not talking about the shape. So I don't know if you're talking about the eyebrows or the ears, Lynn, here. But we're not talking about the pointiness or roundness. We're talking about the high. We're talking how a stick to the head or out stick and how high they are based on the outer canter. Oh, wow. Hillary, now you got it? Dick says, I mean, his ears are oriental forward, whereas her is more back. we don't have a side picture, so we're going to talk about the high and the stick out. Tell me, because they are kind of the opposite, but when they get married, we're both really traditional. Tell me about her ears, Elba.
I think she has higher ears. She's like, I need, if you're going to give me something, give it me now. Don't let me wait because I'm going to get crazy. And she is like, more like, okay, let's think outside the box. She's more
Uh,
kind of.
and Perry says, also, I know we have not covered, but the cup inner part of his ear are really big. You know what, Perry? We're gonna talk about that on the next open class. By the way, for the students who are here, I'm gonna send you the next date. Uh, it's if I say that explaining here without having a deepest knowledge
Context.
of is gonna be confused to you guys, but we're gonna talk about that. And by the way, and that is uh in training. Yep, that's a standout. Like, yep, they're both standout. Is anything else you want to talk, or we going to the next one?
Just one thing.
Oh,
They're yeah, because for me, having that when you are with someone can be a really good thing, but sometimes can be like getting you crazy. The big front teeth. It's like
yeah,
both
both
is
have
like,
that.
okay, we're going to the wall one and two and three times. And so, yeah, I think they have to manage that in their relationship.
Barry says, sorry to confuse things. Like, no, you're not confusing things. You catching things is good. You always catch things. But I just, some features we don't talk without a better background, because sometimes people get half of the information and I don't want you to lead you. We talk with Elba about this. We don't want to lead you to the wrong
Yeah.
place. His lower lip too. What do you mean? His lower lip is thicker than hers, but one thing, actually, his both lips are thicker than hers. She don't
Mhm.
talk as much, but in proportion to her face, they're kind of similar. So they spoken, and both are showing the complete teeth and some gum when they smile, and that is positive because they're givers. Elba,
Yeah.
anything
Oh,
else? Or you want
and
to go?
that's another thing that I want to tell you. Just pay attention to the lips too.
Yeah. Uh, Perry says, also he has pronounced libido lines, whereas she doesn't. Yeah, that is one of the things that we talk when we talk about dating, that libido lines is near, you're more about female and male, and when it's separated, you're more playful. Hey, Mel, how you doing? Hi, everyone. Welcome back. So we're going to the next one. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Here we go. So this is 12 years later. Okay, can you see her front tooth? Hello, mama.
Yes, yes. That's why it's like, oh, she's the one like stubborn. Like, okay, I want this. I get it. I don't care if I hit to the wall like 20 times until I get it.
And something that is a strike to me, he have the front tooth too, like hanging front tooth, but she have crooked on the top and the bottom, meaning that she's a perfectionist, and absolutely she does, and her personal life and her business side. And you would think that a person that is so perfectionist would fix their teeth, but what people says, oh, I need to get retainers and fix my teeth, and like, be careful how you fix it, because those are your highest standards in your personal life and your business side. So do not touch it. And obviously, this is a her do, is not how she used the hair, but it's funny that she's covering her business side with the hair. Now, he still have the big nostrils. I'm taking care of everyone. She never lose the cliff.
No, pay attention to that.
Okay, you are building like, what you wanna pick it up on this one?
I think you can see his ear on his business side.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit more lower than the first one. and how the difference between the business and the personal side. The personal side is more higher.
Yes. And her personal side become more stick out.
Yes.
She become start thinking outside the box. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a cliff on the nose too.
Yes, that is a cliff too.
So she have a cliff on the nose and she can have a cliff on the chin. Now we're talking serious playfulness. Now we're
Yeah.
talking about, uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Here we go. And Dick, when he says, hi, MM, oh, you're saying how to mail. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to the reading and the message too. This is a work for three. So I cannot, I'm sorry. I have only two brains that are collapsing all the time. So you see the Bambi eyelids that she have when you
Uh-huh.
have long eyelashes, either because you choose to put it fake or you had it naturally, is because you have Bambi eyelids. Like, hi, I want to see me, see me, see me. Are her cheeks more rounded? Oh, actually, she have what we call. You want me to say it? Or you want to say it?
The warrior chicks.
She have the warrior cheeks, but she have the Hollywood cheeks.
Oh yeah,
When
she had
you're
both.
going to see that when people have the kind of cheeks that she have, these ones, and you see either for makeup, it's one of the things that I love about these pictures, and she doesn't have used a lot of makeup. You can see the shiny, and again,
Mhm.
neither of these pictures are fixed. You can see the shininess.
Mhm.
Both have lighting on the top of the nose, make they're extremely creative. They're in the right place. And she have a rounded forehead, and you can see in both the cheeks.
Pay attention. Everyone pay attention to her.
Okay, and now it looked like he have more distance between the eyes. He's more
Yes.
like less detail oriented. Maybe that's the reason he was losing money. And both are really pragmatical. And but it's funny, he's wearing studs
Earring.
on
Mhm.
his earlobes, meaning that he was working on his career and he's working on his personal life. Anything else you want to say about this?
Nope. I want to go to the next one.
Why are you cooking? Yeah, you, what are you cooking? Okay, this is the one you want.
Yes. Remember
Okay,
that I
tell
told you
me.
to pay attention to the chin?
Yeah,
You see
done.
anything? Yes. You
Nope.
see? Nothing.
The nose, she still have this
Mm-hmm.
cliff on the nose,
Yeah. She still
but
have
her
it.
cliff on the, okay, for people who, why Elva was so excited, can you see her chin?
It's a
And it's
huge
not worked
chin.
down. Now look on the chin before. You see,
Mm-hmm.
was straight and actually was kind of bigger based on
That
her
yes.
mouth. Now in 2021, her chin becomes smaller and pointy,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that she become more defensive on her life. Now, anybody can tell me what happened with her both ears?
Like boom.
And it says, okay, has she lost the inner ear rich narcissist ear on the business side? Perry, again, we're not going to go to that because those
No.
are risk features to say it outside a class, my love. I don't want to give you a hard time that you know that whatever question you have in private, I'm going to give it to you. Wow, he looks so stressed. Uh, actually, he become wiser.
Yeah.
You see these lines? And you
Yes.
see, what is this, Elba? Because one of the things that I love that you have really, really developed during these years, what is this?
He has an iron self-will. So he's like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to stop until I can do it.
And Perry says, like, oh my God, in 2021, Pig, his nose definitely looked longer and actually bigger. Dick says, I had that look for about a year after my first kid. Hers or his? Hey, Sarah, how you doing, love? She has a small chin. Yeah, now she have a small chin. Good
Mhm.
call, Sarah. Okay, we have more comments. It's it's the look of the little slip. Uh, Actually, both have flat, low
Flat.
eyelids, like flattening, like suspicious.
Mm,
That can be the
like
picture too. The top stick out. Yeah, she have both ears stick out now, and her earlobes getting smaller. She's more pragmatic, more going to the point. More pointy. Okay, a few of my comments were for the last pick. Thank you. Detached ears, perfect. Perry Bates, you know so much. Well, he's one of the oldest students that we have. Can you tell more about narcissistic ears? I'm sorry, Peter. That is one of the things that I talk in class, and I'm not talking. You can determine narcissism. Not so much narcissism from the ears, but there is a study who won the IG Nobel Prize last year regarding the tangle and the ears, the hair on the eyebrows, and how you can determine narcissism. And actually, there is a study there being done now that you can determine early stages of Alzheimer by
mhm.
certain wrinkles of features on the face. There are things that can be complicated if you don't have the basic background. So, Peter, nothing personal, but I try to avoid not to. Her top lip is dominating. What do
You
you want to
see?
tell? What I mean?
You see, I told you before, like pay attention to the lips. Why? Because she start talking like with, I want to tell you that I'm feeling bad. She's going to tell you. She doesn't care if you like it or not. She's going to be the one like, I'm not feeling good right now. So she start like talking about what she has inside.
Perry was from like Mel Mac. I'm such a geek. Susan is a great teacher. Oh, I didn't read that. Susan is a great teacher, and I just carry away in the chat. Yeah, Perry is the one who Sunday send you text message this long on the Facebook, and yes, no. He takes so much time to ask me like, no, yes, go to this unit, to go to this part, and you're gonna know. Peter says, thank you. Now, thanks to you, Peter. And again, we try to be really careful, because after that, people says, oh, but you said, and I think everybody need context. This is not complicated, but it's complex. And again,
Mhm.
sometimes people take it on the wrong way and they carry on with that. And the worst part is that they can judge others based on features they don't know how to measure. That's the reason that we talk about features that are easy for you to internalize if you see the videos, or a couple of the videos that we do. So what else, my love? Because you were waiting for these two slides all the show. Tell me what.
I want to point something here. You see how her exposed eyelids, how
Mm-hmm.
she changed, how she's the one like neither of her kids live with her, but she want to know everything about them. So she start to be more needy. She needs like being around with people, and that's the thing that she changed. And he's more like, okay, yeah, I'm going to be with you right now, but after a few hours, it's my time. I have to go. I need my time and my space.
Yep. Two comments. Then I want to point in here. Interesting that he has a bearded in this one, so chin shape isn't so defined. Uh, Actually, I think that he tried to look the chin look longer.
Younger. Hmm.
So remember, the chin has to do with the stamina and how we communicate with others. And I'm sorry, my throat is killing me. So he tried to look bigger and stronger and more
Hmm.
macho man. Like, I'm not as sensitive as you think. And Lynn is pointing something that I really talk about it. Her face looked wider and rounder than in early pictures, and his face is narrowed. Do you remember when we talked about the chins before? Do you want to address it, Elba? Or you want me to do it?
You can do it. You can do it.
Okay, when she was on the other pictures, and let me go back, because more of our audience are like, can you see? Actually, she's always super fitted. So before people start
Mm-hmm.
pointing that she lose or gain weight, we're
No,
talking about that she have the 40-degree angles that are the warrior chicks, and she have, you see, the Hollywood chin, and it has nothing to do that she's smiling or she's
no.
not. Actually, I have a rounded face now because I'm over the weight than I've been all my life, and the 45-degree angles cheeks
Still
are
there.
showing more
Mm-hmm.
today than when I was thinner. When I was thinner, actually my face was rounded. So let's talk about that. She doesn't want to be seen.
No anymore.
Not anymore, because this has been so exposed. She doesn't want to see anymore.
Nope.
and it's and it's weird that she shaved her head. I used to do the same, so uh, I don't read hair, but it's funny that she shaved her head. But it's
Yeah,
still, she started having a rounded forehead, and he started having a more square, flat forehead.
they go different. He's more like, okay, this is, I need all the process by steps. And she's like, don't micromanage me. I need my creativity to solve things. Let me use my creativity to solve things and to start doing things.
Okay, Perry says, I can see the shape of his facial hair, but it's definitely accentuating the chin. Yep, and
Mm-hmm.
we know what I mean. Uh, okay, oh, all her sons are smaller. Um, no, actually, they're pretty balanced, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that can be a problem. You want to tell Elba what happened when all the three sons are similar?
It's like they are, it's like you have the balance, yes, but you have that conflict because you don't know when you can go think, where is it time to feel, or is it time to do. So you start putting like, okay, maybe I can go with doing things, or maybe is it time to go with emotional things. So that's the conflict that we can have when we have a similar zones with the face.
And somebody say, yeah, Sarah says, Sarah, excellent call. She have a more symmetrical face than he have at this
Mhm.
point. What do you think, Elba?
Yes, I think the same. She look more symmetrical. Yes.
I think
Awesome.
at this point, after everything they went through, she's more in peace with herself. Her personal life and business side are more in balance with the life that she want to have. He is more unbalanced.
Hmm.
He is still, I
Fighting.
think that between the both of them, he's still in conflict with situation.
Hmm.
And we're gonna see an interview where they show this. I think he haven't clarified between the exposure of this
Hmm.
and his personal life and dealing with. But she's like, you know what? This is who I am. This is how I am, and take it or leave it.
Yeah, she's like that. She said
And
when she said like she had the break when she was her 40th birthday, she come like this. This is me. I have my I she's trying to put all her things in balance, and if you like it, it's good. If you don't like it, I don't care.
do you know that most women, after they hit 40, happen the
Mm.
same? Like, you know what? That's who I am. Take me or leave me. I
Mhm.
maybe have a little cellulite. Maybe I don't have a perfect body. Maybe I have wrinkles, but you know what? At this point, I'm not going to change. I have that realization at 40, and I have friends who turn 40 or 50 and they have the same realization. And actually, it's crazy. I have friends, when they say it, when they come up with that, their faces become more symmetric, and happen with men too. Don't, it's not about gender. When you get to a point in your life says, I am who I am, love me or hate me, but I will not gonna try to
Mhm.
be yellow and fit everyone, you start being happy and your face get more symmetric. In my case, happened that I am who I am. I'm not perfect.
Yes.
I have an accent. I'm highly dyslexic. I'm going to make mistake like every other human out there. And I'm not right 100% of the time when I do profiling. I make mistake as a teacher, as a human, as everything in my life. And guess what? my life changed in a way that I'm happy with the reflection I have today and almost 50 than I have when I was 30. What about you?
Yeah, it's true. I think I passed with that like a years ago, and I can tell you I'm not 40 yet, but I just have 2 more years to have 40, so I'm close. But it's true. This is who I am. I don't care if you like it or not. I don't care if you agree with me or not. This is who I am. And if you want to get with me, we can talk, we can make a relationship or whatever. But if you're not, it is not going to be a problem for me.
Yeah. Uh, Perry says he also has secret line, but she doesn't. Yeah, because
Mhm.
she talk about absolutely everything. I think that actually, I think he had deeper, longer, and bigger secret lines on his personal life. What do you think, Alba?
Yes, yes, he keeps things for him. And she's like, I don't keep secrets. If you like it, it's good.
I don't know why every time I'm going in the top and you go low, I try to like change the image because I feel guilty. No, I can't. Okay, sorry. You're covered every time. Then I put a cover. Yeah, raise your head. I think she have alopecia. Her eyelids show that she needs people more now. Yeah, that's where Elba was saying about they having the kids around. Um,
Yeah, and she has alopecia. That's true. She say it openly.
okay. I think it's great that she can. I know a lot of ladies that they have the same and they shape the head. Hard to tell with the angle. I don't know, love. Dick, if you can tell me why she's talking. Peter says she looked like someone who could melt your with her with. Okay, she
Her
looks like
mind, maybe.
someone who could melt you with her mind. Um, I think if you see her character in Gotham, you're gonna see that she can. Uh, her role is too good to not to be true.
Yes, yes, that's true.
Uh, uh, okay, I try to. Okay, I try to get as much comment, but I want to go to the video, guys, because you need to participate. Her jaw is crooked. Oh no, but even though you can see, but because we're talking and you see this part,
Hmm.
and so no, believe me, we have take a look on that. I'm saying that it get to a point is like if, for example, you're in construction and you're a perfectionist and you have been doing drywall for years, you can come to a house and says, "Oh, that wall is bended," and like, no, it's not. It's bended. And when they put the level, it's bended. So, like everything in your life, your brain and your eyes, your ears, your mouth, everything get trained. Promise me, I promise you, if you keep watching, you're gonna cut it really easy. And doesn't matter what is the angle. So, Dicky, keep coming. Uh, where are also not starting at a centered an image of him. Uh, no, actually, if you know what, Dicky, you know what you can do? Tilt the head to the same way. So watch
Mm.
straight forward. I have the big monitor. Watch straight forward and do this with the head. So your head is going to be on the same angle that he is, and that you can see more the symmetry. And you're going to see that the secret lines, and you're going to start seeing this the symmetry on the face.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Uh, Perry says, Dicky, that's a great spot with her jaw. Guessing she's holding a lot of tension in the jaw, maybe. Yeah. She's like, and she have those, she used to have like that sparkly eyes, and now she's look like
Mm.
she is gonna melt you. So good call, guys.
It's a
Okay,
good
we're
one.
gonna go to a couple more. My mom thinks she looks younger after surgery at 70, and if she, that is insane to me. Sarah, we love you. Dicky says, I don't know. Generally happen to people that can control their palate. Mm. Sorry, I get lost
Me too.
lost in translation. Remember something for Dickie and everybody. We have different dictionaries. We can be talking about the same, but what you do for a living, and believe it or not, has nothing to do with the language, who is who or what or how and when you
Mhm.
learn English. Has to do where you're coming from. If I says, "Oh, I was doing voir dire all week," people who is not and maybe in the law context doesn't know that it's jury selection. So we use different dictionaries. So when you says palette, if you help me to know what you mean, I will my pleasure or Elba to answer to you.
Yep.
We here to do that. Oh geez, you're a baby girl. I don't know who you're talking. Says Sora
Maybe me
means
because I said that I have 2 more years to have 40.
you should be legal, honey. You make me feel so old. I'm gonna be 50. You're gonna be still in the 30s. I love you to death, but I wanna choke you. Diggy says Sora means is happen because how they hold their throat and more important how the throat the tongue rests. Oh, now I got it. The palate. Yeah. Yeah. It can modify your bones, but remember that everything happened for a reason. My tongue is bigger than my palate, and I need to use retainers for a long time until I give up because they didn't do anything. I need to chop my tongue. Believe me, a lot of people want to chop my tongue. Elba is in her early 20s. Like, yeah, she looked like it. Dicky, wow, that's cool. I had no idea. Yeah, actually, he's completely on it. If you go to like how even how your tongue push your
Your tooth.
teeth and your tooth and the gaps. Some people push. Actually, when you're gonna see the crooked like push forward the front teeth, is because somebody's been sucking their thumb
Um,
when they were kids. So if they still do it when they are adult, it's because they have unfinished business where their childhood. And
mhm,
it's funny because people who tend to bite their nails are pacifiers. So it's the
mhm.
same, like biting their nails. When I'm nervous or I don't feel well, like I want to go back and have my mom give me chicken soup, I get fetal position and I chew my cuticles and my nails. And I realize it's something that we have from when we were kids, because at the end of the day, we are humans. Um, Okay. Now, Easy. Okay, Easy. Hey, how you doing? He now has show the discussion very personal and deep subject with her mom, daughter, and guest. He now has a
I think
show
she's
where
saying she because she had the red talk
uh,
table.
the rec talk table. Yeah, they're talking about. He is a guest when. Yeah, you're right. The daughter and him are on the show. It's more her show than the other guests. It's different how it started. I says, I'm gonna binge watch Gotham. Oh, believe me, be careful,
It's like,
be careful, because I started and I finished working 5 p.m. and I stopped exercising until I finish all the chapters. Uh, Vicky says 5 seasons. Good luck. Yeah, and Vicky, I think there are like 13 episodes in each of the
something
seasons,
like that.
and it's
Mhm.
like 45 minutes. I ruined the life to everybody who says go and see it. So be careful. Okay. Uh, Sarah says, and cuddle your skulls. No, I cuddle my cats. Poor cats. Every time that I get sick. Okay. Perry says something that people pointed. The position of the palate also affect the resonance of the voice. Extra tension may lead to lower resonance or a more chesty sound. Could be a need for more authority or gravity. And Mel says, great point. Well, Perry is a great singer and he's an actor, so he's
Yes.
well trained on that. And I do know Paparazzi needed a surgery, and Barbara Streisand, she never wanted to touch her nose because she was afraid that that is going to change the resonance of the voice. And
Wow.
I Perry, correct me, I'm sure you know. So And the 1500, when the kids have a really special voice, they castrate them.
Mhm.
So when they grow older and they develop and the testicle fell,
Yes.
finally get low, they change the voice. So you can have a high pitched voice when you're young and being a perfect singer at older, but they were well known as singers that they got castrated. And
Mhm.
I have the chance to listen on the vinyl some recordings of a guy in the 1910s and 1920s, and he have the most amazing voice. And my friend told me, do you know this guy was 50 when he was singing? Like, no way. Perry says, yep, the castrates. Yeah, it started in Italy. It's
Mhm.
horrible. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I'm not condemn that. Though what I'm saying is what people is willing to do to keep things the way they are. They still do that even in the US. Really, Vicky? I don't know. I do know that the castration of females who coming from certain Arabic traditions, and
Mhm.
they're actually their big movement trying to avoid it. But I didn't know that castratus still going out. Ah. Michael Jackson, people always wonder about the voice. I don't know.
Me neither.
Uh, balls drop, as they say. Oh my God, Morticia, you cracking me up. I have the chance to meet Morticia and a 101. That woman, it's crazy. The castratis were called. Yeah, easy. The castratis. That it was in Italy, and the castratis, I think,
Mhm.
was on the rest. Their boys are beautiful. Yeah, but that is criminal. That is criminal. That is criminal. Perry says, Dick, what? Yeah. You wouldn't okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna take responsibility for this. I've been researching on the pageant arena where their mom put acrylic nails to 5 years old. They redo the teeth. They do plastic surgery, and the things they're pointing and point through their kids to win pageant has
Mhm.
nothing to do with the kids. Has to do with the parents. To
Yes.
me, that is horrible. Until the
Yeah.
person don't have the way to decide, what are you doing with
Yeah.
your kids?
I agree with you. I agree with you. I have two little girls, and no, that doing that for to them, no way. Mm-mm.
Perry says, oh my God, that research must be fascinating. It's not an academic research, but I've been following some pageant kids. And since you have what happened with Bennett Ramsey, if you look on that, and it was a show in TV that I was watching in YouTube about the pageant and the parents and how they fight and all the money they put. It's like, yeah, horrifying but fascinating. Okay, guys, I need you to put your body language and micro expression and statement analysis in hat. We're going to go to the video of these two talking about this matter. Again, to put it out there, is their life. I don't care what they do, but I want to show you with Elba what you need to be paying attention when you want to look on tension on their communication. So I'm going to go back and forth in this video. Again, it's like nothing. 18 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Elba and I, we were talking like for half an hour with 18 seconds. That's how much you can check. First of all, he have his legs open. She have her legs crossed. I do the same when I do the lives or I do a presentation because it's a way like I don't like to be exposed. To me, it's like a lot to be here. So it's different how she have the legs. Okay, I'm gonna give you the first 5 seconds.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, what you can tell me about this? Let's put the video again. It's 8 seconds. Pay attention. You can pay attention to the body. You can pay attention to the hands. You can pay attention to the face, or you can pay attention to the language.
It's a lot here.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space and what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Perry says, already from the screenshot, her thumb is tense and straight up. Good call. What else, guys?
You can do it.
He's okay. Wait, I've lost. He's angry. That's what Sarah says. Dick says he looks overall more relaxed. Here she doesn't. Perry says he's spreading and expanding the hands. She's chopping like ninja chopping wood. That's a good one.
Yes.
To me, she feels like holding something back. Hey, Mark, how you doing, love? Mark says the placement of the hands on the lap are a match. In control, but anger underneath. Are you talking about him or talking about her, Sarah? As far as what? Lip purse leaking. Ooh, guys, you're on fire.
Yes.
He looked like he has a small smile at the end. That's called duping the lie. Sarah says he's touching the table. Dicky says redness on the eyes is standing out at the moment. Claire says she made a one-side expression with her mouth just before she says, yeah, we're going to talk about that. Hey, Bao, how you doing? Will almost seem pleasant to get her to confess bases on his mouth. She responds to a clear request with a question defensive. Oh, somebody's been talking with Lena.
Yes.
He wants clarification in one area. Guys, you're on fire. Him. Oh, yes. Now I got it. The tapping on the table will, when he asks that, says exactly what happened. Dicky says she also looked at unhealthy level of being underweight. Oh, she always was really skinny. She trained like crazy. Her cross legs creating a barrier. Peter says, isn't she trying to escape from the question? Do you know what, Peter? That happened. She was trying to avoid, and we're going to talk about minimizing words, but they're both agreed to be sitting there. It's not like they were having a coffee in a bar and somebody came and like, oh, tell me what happened. They agreed to be here. Her eye looking down, accessing from an emotional place. You know, Mark, if you don't have a baseline, the placement of the eyes, when Erickson and NLP in the 70s determined that if you look into the emotional to the right or to the left, you need to have a baseline. You need to have baseline questions to determine how people move their eyes. In my case, for example, I'm extremely visual. So when I want to recall absolutely everything, I close my eyes. If it's from the thinking, it's from the sound, or it's from the emotional part. So if you don't have a baseline, that can be danger. And we're not going to talk about eye movement. The NLP baseline doesn't work, but you need to baseline everyone. Do you remember, guys, when we talk about Bill Gates, the slip of the tongue, when we talk about Bill Gates and we talk about the shoulder, that he have a tick. So it's really difficult to know when he is lying or insecure about everything, because the same shoulder have the tick for like more than 30, 40 years. It's a tick. So we need to be careful with the baseline and with the eyes too. Good one, good call. Well, you're a body language expert. Duh. He's not looking at her as she speaks. Causes hormonal imbalance. I got lost. Sorry, Dick. Okay. Okay, Dick. Dickie, you could be dealing with someone with brain damage like me too. I don't look to the left because I can't. You see, that's what I'm saying. It's really difficult. Optic nerve damage and some other issues prevented. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's why, and I'm not fighting with the process. What I'm saying, in 2011, they did studies with MRIs to determine if the movement of the eye, because it was really important to determine how you move in the eyes and for deception detection and to know what is going on with people, but they found out that it's not. Okay, let's gonna go the video and analyze it. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, why are you chopping your hands? It's like board again. So let's start with the first image with the star. He is looking down, she's looking at him, and he have the hands on the table, but both are mirroring each other in how they have one hand down and one hand up. Okay, let's go for it.
You need to say clearly what happened. You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
Okay, you need to say clearly what happened. When somebody is an adjective, it's about a verbal baton, is the need for clarification, and he is demanding an answer. You need to see clearly what happened. It would be different if he says, you need to tell what happened. In this case, says, you need to tell clearly what happened. Stop avoiding what you need to say. If you caught somebody stealing and the person start going around and not answer how they need to answer, yes or no, this happened or didn't happen, when you says, you need to say clearly, it's like stop going around and telling storytelling or rabbit hole, because you haven't been clear about what happened. So when he says, it's like demanding, I demand that you return my money. And she's like chopping and like, no, I don't want to. So let's go back. These videos.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space.
When he says, regarding what? We know what they're going to be talking about.
Yes.
It's clear when she says, you need to say clearly what happened. And she says, regarding what? And you see, that is the point when he lifts the eyes and look at her like, are you kidding me? This time, are you really kidding me? So we're going to see it again.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got it.
Did you see the look? When he says, you need to talk clearly what happened, and she does, okay, it's the time where I want to put the food in my mouth and I'm going to get in trouble. You see how she looked down and she smiled like, you are on trouble.
Yes. And how they change language, because he started like, you need to tell me. And then he passed to you. And then he talks about you and I.
I want to talk about the palms that way. When somebody do this, is emotionally they need to stop. Is when it's like, you need to talk clearly what happened. About what? About when we separated, and he says like, stop. If you see someone doing, I would say was taller in this chair, doing this down or this down, is a way to stop. If somebody's talking with somebody else and anyway you see the hands doing this, it's a way to stop. Like it's an inconscient way to say stop. And sometimes people is talking and let's suppose that my arm is length my body, and you do this, is the same action, like stop, 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 stop. So when you see two people talking, or you're talking with someone and somebody do this or do this when you're talking, they need you to stop, because they're getting overwhelmed and they're getting mad. They get in a negative mode. So it's not positive. Be careful when the people, and you see how he pulled his body away when he says stop, and she still keep with the hand. He moved the hand. I need you to tell what happened. Just simply what happened when we get separated. You see how he used the hand when we get separated, and tell what happened. So I need you. It's like when a kid says, I want my mac and cheese. when we get separated and stop. So if you pay attention only to the hands, you see how much he says. Elba, you want me to
Yes.
continue? Want anything to say?
And when he says we get separate, it's like it wasn't like a little thing. It was a huge.
Okay, we're gonna go back to that and we're gonna stop on the other one. Oh my God, we have been 1 hour, 20 minutes. Okay.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I.
As far as what? As far as what? Come on. As far as what? Again, minimizing.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened.
She looked down, meaning like, oh my God. When you
cut.
see, when you have pets and you come back home and suddenly one of the plants, it's out of the planter, or you have kids and something is broken, and you want to know who did it, it says you point what happened, animals and pets, and adults are like, who break the base? And the one who looking down like and try to get it smaller is the one is guilty. So
It happens the same with kids.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pets, kids, and adult. And you see the tension on the neck, how you can see the muscles on the neck, like, oh, that is fear. Like when you do this, is fear. Even though this is prepared, she still feels fear talking about those things.
Oh, that. Yes.
Talking about dogs, I think your
Yeah,
Luna is working.
No, that's my neighbor's dogs.
Oh, not even yours. Okay.
No.
Okay. Let's go back.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
And she says, and I got an entanglement with August. That's what I say. And the fear on her. Okay, we can do a complete show with this. An entanglement. That is minimizing words. It's like if he says jewelry or pieces, if it says I took the jewelry from the counter, is look more strong and more like a robbery. That if I took the pieces, I minimizing the situation. So instead to says I have sex with, I have an encounter with. Instead to says I have an affair, is have an entanglement with someone, is like, why such a sophisticated words when like you sleep with the dude, you have a relationship. Again, I'm not criticizing. We are analyzing a video that is, again, 18 seconds that we can go for hours. Okay, let's go with comments here. She has been looking directly at him when he was speaking, almost confrontational. Barry says, entanglement also implies some kind of victimhood. To be entangled is to be restrained against your will. That is true. I was about to say that. When you're entangled, it's like you feel trapped in something. You feel trapped in a relationship. Actually, they were really good friends. He was on the house. He knows the kid. He have a relationship with all the family, and he have an immune disease when he was starting, and she was helping him. So using entanglement, it's minimizing, and it's an indirect way that she felt trapped in this situation. Okay. Clara says, as she says, happened, his hands came back a little toward himself. Yes. So like passing off or sharing the blame with an abstraction. No, it's not taking responsibility. And like Perry says, when you feel entangled, you feel trapped. Okay, guys. Wow. I have...
you have a lot.
Mark says entanglement is a softener. Mel says redirecting. Yes. Dogs do that to the alpha, no matter if they did it or not. I don't know, Dickie. The studies that I was reading and I was seeing, and for having a dog and a couple of dogs, believe me, they do those things. She's embarrassed. Like, yeah, it's embarrassment and denied. Okay, guys, sorry if I cannot put all your comments, but it's really difficult to go back and forth. Me too, Perry Bates. I love that too, along with facial analysis. Thank you, guys. Okay, I love this part. I love this part because he called her on and not allowed her to do. Should be clear, I bred and trained dogs for decades. Oh, good to know. So they do that with the alpha. But what happened when you have two dogs and you are the one who tell the dog who did that? Actually, Google. You know what? I don't say you're wrong. I'm not fighting with you, Dickie. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show the videos where it says who did this, or who ate the shoes. Actually, the one who did it, you're going to see the turning around. So I don't know how the alpha worked on that. So if you have any studies or you have anything that I can read regarding that, Elva and I, we're going to appreciate it because we are nerd junkies. We read everything that you guys send us. Okay, we're going to go back. Again, guys, if you like this video, what we can do in maybe a couple of weeks is take the 8 minutes interview, pre-chop it so I don't need to go back and forth, and we can analyze absolutely all the video. Mel liked to practice deep text work with Shakespeare and poetry, working out what each word says about this speaker's psychology. Ha! And Mel says, don't trust Google. Like, no. I don't, believe me, we don't take our studies from Google. What I'm saying is look videos in YouTube from people who come home and they tell their dogs who did it, because we did a special for a client with Elva, and we were looking for videos of kids when they do something. And like, for example, who ate the chocolate cookies? I don't know. And they have chocolate cookies
all around the mouth.
We'll probably cite books with heavy citation of a study. Too lazy to right now. No. You're going to see our emails at the end. You can email us later, or you email the name of the book and we're going to look. Okay. What is 1 hour and 20 minutes? Okay. We're going to go back until the end.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
Okay. Do you say with
Release?
Guys, you want to see one more? Perry says her head tilts on as far as what? Okay, you guys want to see it one more time?
Yes.
I'm gonna. Okay, don't get so excited. It's for the audience. You have access to the files. Hey, love, I love you to death, but sometimes I don't know if you're audience or you're part of the team. Hey, don't get so excited. People want to think there is a problem here. Yes, let's watch it again. The reason we're going to watch it again is so in all the medias that we are streaming, you can repeat it and do your own homework. And if you want to comment again, if you want to review the complete 8 minutes, that we can chop it. We can do a special in body language, microexpression, and linguistic, and see if we can bring Lina and Lynn and do a completely analysis in this video, because it's amazing. Again, I don't care what they do with their life. We're talking about behavior. Definitely definitely or salad. I haven't had lunch yet, so no idea. Yes, because I wasn't paying attention. Word salad. Okay, guys, we are here to serve you. Yes, let's watch it again. I know, Perry, you're gonna ask me for the video later. I know you, honey. I know the tribe. Here we go. We're not gonna talk. Pay attention to the words. And if you want to do your homework and send comments and put comments in YouTube or whatever media you are, we're going to be replying all week about what you see. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. God. Don't put a monkey to work in a computer. Okay, the third one is the charm.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
Okay, I propose something to you guys because I love our community. Lina, yeah, Lina. If Lina cannot do it, maybe we can call somebody else. Paris Perry, defensiveness. Okay. Mel says that will be to our show. If you want to be with us, we don't have any problems, guys. We have fun. Don't get. I don't want to be offensive to you. We appreciated you being the other side because without you, we are nobody. But we started doing this last year because we have fun. Let's be clear. We love doing this. Yes, please. That sounds amazing. Okay, let's do this. More comments. He's not laughing because it is funny. No, you can have a nervous laugh. I'm gonna play the video one more time, and we're gonna tell you what we're gonna do this week and the emails and our emails, so you can contact us and tell us what you want us to do.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
Okay, guys, that's what we're gonna do. This is where you can find it. That's when you can find what we do. We're gonna do this. Okay, comments. Like he just withdrew in like a big cat about 2 pounds. Well, Diggy, since you train animals, do you know there is a big correlation between the animal kingdom and humans? Actually, the only channel that I miss since I stopped having cable, Animal Kingdom, because you can learn so much. Yes, to our show analyzing. Guys, okay, remember that we took a break in August because we want to bring you more things and not only face reading. I wasn't paying attention to her there. Dicky, you can watch it again. That's the reason we play it. A wide open eye on her. Good call. I was waiting to see who called the stress on the eyes, the white part of the eye. Sarah, you used to be the one who called me on the white part of the eyes. Okay. Why did she pause before saying her name? Oh, because that is a stress factor. Peter, really good call. Like this. You're going to see when people need time. There is a study that Albert Birack did, Dr. Albert Birack did, saying that your brain takes 30% more time to lie. Believe it or not, is between a regular answer in a lie is 1.3 seconds to 1.8 seconds. For our brain that process information that fast, that is 30% more time to answer. So when you do this, like, have you ever cheated your spouse? It's going against my religion. I have 3 clusters. Glock, pull back against my religion. I didn't tell you no. I says it's against my religion. Hey, my religion says I shouldn't be eating bacon, and I eat bacon like it's not tomorrow. I'm Jewish. So those are the things that we need to pay attention to clusters. Okay, we have a lot here. So let's do this. He's reading faster and shallow. Yeah, Sarah, the 3 whites. Dicky call you before you. I cannot believe it. Her breathing is fast and shallow. Yes. Peter, you could drive a truck through that pause before that guy name. Yep. Dicky says she made my endorphins kick in so much for relaxing. You know what, Dicky? It's good to stimulate your brain to learning new things. When we learn this, And again, my apologies to Peter that he want to know certain things that I'm careful to explain because I want to give a better context and a safe context for you. Is you can protect yourself, you can protect the people you love, you can avoid to be used and tricked and buying a car. And your kids may be taking drugs and what happened around you. So it's good that we have fun, that we laugh together, we have fun together, and we do this show together. If this show needs to be recorded, I'm going to shoot myself. Elba, what do you think?
No. Just the two of us is going to be crazy. We need you guys because you make our show.
Yeah. So, okay. No idea if I'm reading any of the right. Just triggered me a weather reason. You know what? What we do, people like us, is like helping you to organize the closet. You have those concepts in your brain. David Matsumoto did a study on January 7, 1999. No, 2000, January 7, 2009.
Right.
God, is something wrong with me. I remember days and chapters. He published a study showing that kids who are being born blind and kids who haven't been born blind, they, as a kid, as an adult, they express the same micro expression, body language, and feelings when they lost and when they're happy. We have a precambric brain who help us to express those things, even though we haven't seen it. What we learn from our parents is to lie, not to express expressions. And we're going to go that in extents. We are preparing a special class in body language, but how somebody who has born blind can cry and express sadness and happiness the same way. We have, again, a precambric brain who help us. So what we're doing here is tell that precambric brain, like, bring that memories when you needed to have a rock or a stick to defend yourself, because I'm sure you are intrinsic in this. Okay, Peter says, LOL. I don't know if you're talking about my bad jokes or something else. Okay, guys, Mel says, a wonderful family here. Yeah, I love our family. Nobody hurting themselves. I am not involving. Morticia, it's she studied involving, so be careful with that. Lynn says, thank for getting us started on this deep dive into 18 seconds. You show us how much information is there. Thank you, Lynn. And you know more than anybody else that it's not how much you need, it's how much you can read. So let's gonna do this. Guys, where people can talk to you, Elba. Oh my God, we have so much comments.
You can go to elva@humanbehaviorlab.com. And for you?
If you want to contact me, go to susan@humanbehaviorlab.com. Dicky says, yeah, I'm on meds that mellow it's out. So just jolting that won't last long. Hey, dude, if you're in Illinois, in California, you can smoke a joint. I don't. You guys are amazing. Love it when I catch live. Thank you, Easy.
Thank you.
Okay, Dicky says, Jet got the heart racing and all. Compensation for what? Okay, I lost the message. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this for a moment. From now, Friday, 5:41 p.m. Central Standard Time, until next Thursday at noon, either you watching this in Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. We're gonna have a lot of work, Elba, to do. Or Twitter. Tell us what you see in these 18 seconds. And what we can promise from our side is we're gonna chop part of the videos in 5 seconds, and we're gonna put it on a reel, meaning that we're gonna put those 5 seconds 6 times. That is how much your brain need. And we're going to start putting arrows and a stop and do slow motion so you can see the micro expression, the micro expression, how the body express, and see if we can add a little more video, because believe us, we have done 2 hours classes with 18 seconds of video, because it's not only what you see, it's the meaning and the context. So if everybody wanted, next Friday, let's do this again, but only body language, micro expression, and language. Lynn, I know you are in the audience. If I'm not confused, we have a meeting this week. Let's talk about this. Peter says, yes, very nice of you to teach us, like it's what we do for a living, and we love
it.
to death. What next Thursday? I know, Sarah, pay attention. You have until next Thursday at noon Central Time to tell us what you see on the video. And let's do this. We're not going to name names, so we're not going to point from people maybe didn't catch the things. We're going to show you and says, okay, guys, we have 5 people who says X and Y here. It's right, and let us explain it why and how it happened. We incorporating you as a producers. So send this video, send this live, send your friends the link on YouTube, and make a game. Be part of the production of the next Friday. We're gonna have this video and a little more from other videos that we saw, and let's do the show together. What about that?
Yes, it's going to be great.
Okay, I see people saying yes. So next week we're gonna go full. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Full. It's not my English, it's my dyslexia. I can construct the word in my head. We're gonna go full with body language, micro expression, statement analysis, and analyzing how, why, and the study who showed this. What about that? Perry says, that's so interesting. I'm a cat person and they just think everything is a toy to sweep. Like, okay, I didn't tell you. You know what is behind that orange cover? Una, come on, mama. You see they're moving? That is my cat. Because I was away from home so long, wherever I'm going, she's coming. So I cover her with a orange thing. So I was suspecting anytime she jumped from the sofa, but it didn't. Okay, Elba, anything else to add? We never know what is going to happen.
No, and that's great. I think that's the great part.
Okay, guys, thank you for being here.
Yes.
Believe it or not, we miss you when we are not here. We having fun, and we love that we have fun together. Next week, we're going to do something new. You're going to start participating. You're going to start doing homework. You're going to start being part of the team, and we're going to see how far we can go. Everybody have an amazing, amazing weekend. Dicky says, entertainment as always. Send me the studies because I'm going to find you, Dicky. I want to learn more about the alpha dogs. Peace, everyone. Thank you, Dicky. Make sure that you put your meds back so your adrenaline is coming down. A lovely glass of wine always helps. Thank you, Susan and Elba, and everybody in the chat. Have a fab weekend. Peter says, thank you. Have a good weekend. We appreciate you both greatly. We appreciate you both being there. So, guys, Lynn, I'm probably going to contact you early this week so we can go on the body language part. Val says, thank you. Nance, oh, I didn't see you, Nance, before. Oh, 3 black hearts. Thank you very much.
And it's black.
Mel says, thank you for having us. Guys, Roger, boss, see you next week. Bye.
See you next week.